Hey 143 fam, we're going to take a look at your March horoscopes here, your love and your general overview. For those of you interested in my giveaway this month, I'm going to be choosing two winners. You'll get to decide between a free reading or a free healing session. If you'd like to be considered, make sure you subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment below your video, and I will notify winners at the very end of the month. You guys who follow me on Instagram already know I'm at Urban Soul Guru, but I'm thinking of possibly merging my Urban Instagram with my private songwriter page. You're more than welcome to follow me there too, at Tony Writes Official. All of my contact information is in the box below. But let's jump into your horoscopes now and see what's in store for March. Hey Capricorn, this reading is for Capricorn Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're going to take a look at your general overview first, then love. I'll have timestamps down below. Capricorn, general overview, March 2020. Capricorn, general overview, March 2020. Beautiful message coming through for you, Capricorn. Spirit saying something or someone fated is pulling you in or is pulling you close. Normally when we talk about fate, we talk about fate coming to us, fate showing up in our lives. But there's something conscious. The energy around it is so fated, it is so blessed, and it is so divine that it's actually drawing you in. If this is a person, this is somebody drawing your attention to them, like someone has caught your eye. In the bigger picture, especially in regards to career, Spirit also just said home. It's a location, it's an energy, it's drawing you in. Trust that this month, especially as you get to mid-month. Once we are out of Mercury retrograde, once we move out of the shadow period closer to the end of March, there's something coming through for you in a pretty major way this month for you, Capricorn. I'm also hearing acceptance of an ending. Okay, so let's get a little bit more clarity here. Capricorn, general overview, March 2020. Ooh, two cards. Okay, it's the exact energy here. We have two cards that pop. We have go for it, followed by let your past go at the center here, okay? Go for it. Spirit is saying that move, that energy, that movement energy that is drawing you to it, pulling you in. That's, Spirit said you'll find home there. So I think for some of you, this is a physical home, possibly a physical relocation. This could possibly be a new job, but it feels bigger than that. It feels like more than just a particular place. It feels like an experience. Spirit is saying to trust the energy and to stay in divine flow because there's something bigger showing up. But these two messages are tied, okay? Let your past go sits at the center of your reading. Be honest with yourself about what it is time to close the door on. There are signs, there have been signs. Spirit is saying that Mercury retrograde, it feels like Mercury retrograde more end of February for the majority of you than March. But for some of you, this may not happen until March prior to Mercury going direct. I'm seeing Mercury retrograde triggering something, triggering a wound. Spirit saying like an open wound or a wound was reopened. And it may feel like that's going to linger because it's so painful, or it could be emotional, so emotional. On the contrary, it could be something that that's an extreme emotion in a very positive way, but it gives you some sort of clarity that you have been missing. Now, if you feel like you're sitting in some heavier emotions this Mercury retrograde, Spirit is saying that the difficult emotions, the difficult experiences, they're just temporary. This is about giving you some insight into something you were missing, insight into what it is that it's time to truly let go of. but that the positive, the blessing in disguise, that's going to linger for some time to come, okay? Now, it doesn't mean that you have to let your past go all at once. This person, this situation, this home that you love, this something that's comfortable that you love. It doesn't mean that you have to do this overnight, but Spirit is asking you to take steps forward now. But it feels like you're being guided. This doesn't feel, for the majority of you, it feels like you've been getting your own signs. It feels like you've been getting your own messages. Wow. What is it that you've been channeling to do? What kind of movement forward? What is it that Spirit is asking you to let go of so that you can move on to or into the new journey? What I'm feeling for you now, for those of you who aren't stuck here, okay? This is a center of the reading message though, so it's still pretty dominant here for you, Capricorn. But for those of you who aren't stuck, it's like this powerful energy. This energy is so positive. It is pulling you into a new life without you even having to try hard for it anymore, especially for those of you who have been dealing with roadblocks, not just Mercury retrograde roadblocks, but roadblocks that have existed now for at least the last couple of months. Something lifts. Something moves out of the way. But to me, this feels like divine flow. So if you are in divine flow, or if you hear this message and you recenter and you get back into divine flow, not only is something fated and blessed coming through to fruition in perfect timing, but it's divine flow, it's divine perfection, and it gets you there without too much effort. It feels like somebody who was struggling isn't anymore. You're not struggling to make decisions. You're not struggling to move forward. Spirit saying like somebody removes the dam, like there was some sort of blockage in a particular chakra, holes possibly in the aura that were creating these physical and emotional and energetic roadblocks for you. They don't exist anymore. For those of you who are feeling like you're having that experience still, especially as you get a little further into March, get some energy cleansing done, because and I think for some of you, you have, or you've done energy work for yourself. It's more than a clean slate. There's something bigger here. There's something bigger on the horizon this month. Go for it. Is clarified by have confidence. Have confidence that you can let go of the past and start a new chapter and be happy there. Spirit keeps bringing you back to home. Someone feels like home. Something feels like home. You are creating a new home, okay? When we think of home, it's not just like the walls and the roof over our head, okay? What do we create in our home? We feed ourselves there. We nourish our bodies and our minds and our spirits. We self-nurture in so many other ways. It's where we sleep. It's where we create. It's where we have beautiful experiences with our family. It's all of that energy. There's something new, though, in alignment with that, pulling you in. This is pretty damn exciting, Capricorn. I'm seeing the color red, so I have to come back to this. Have confidence. If you don't have confidence in yourself, or if you don't have confidence that you've had enough clarity, wait a little bit longer. Wait until the end of March, or at least mid-March, before you make any major decisions, unless this is something ongoing, okay? If you were about to make a decision or you've been in the process of some sort of move prior to Mercury retrograde, you don't have to wait. But Spirit is saying to have confidence in the universe right now, but it feels like you do, but it's the color red. The color red speaks to root chakra. Are you more connected to Mother Earth? I'm also seeing red is Mars. Red is something coming to fruition very quickly in the physical realm. So this isn't just energy coming in. This is something very tangible, very much in the physical realm. So if you're waiting for a breakthrough in work, you're getting that phone call. Wow, this just flew. Center of the reading, okay? You are getting messages, Spirit saying, when you write and when you sleep. So clarifying, let your past go. What is Spirit showing you? Are you writing? Are you journaling? Are you making notes right now? If you're not, you should be. There's clarity in it. If you have been making notes, if you have been writing over the past couple of months, let Mercury retrograde now be a beautiful opportunity to go back into those notes and see if you can get some clarity through what you've been channeling all along. If you've been writing, not realizing that you've been channeling something for yourself, go into your work. For those of you who are creative professionals, okay, especially for those of you, I'm seeing something about written word here, okay? There are lots of different ways that we can write. I'm being shown to go into old work. So if you feel like you have some sort of a roadblock or creative block, which first of all, as a creative that I am, I don't believe in creative blocks. It's always and only an energetic block. So if you're feeling a true creative block, I'm putting that in quotes, get some energy healing done and it's going to be smooth sailing for you, okay? Especially with all this momentum, especially with all this like Mars red momentum energy, okay? But Spirit is saying if you're feeling a little bit of like a lack of creativity, a block in creativity, if you're working with somebody, if you're presenting like ads or some sort of work and a client's like, I'm not feeling this, I don't know if I like this, there's something past tense. It's either going to give you inspiration for something new or you're going to take an old piece of work and it's going to fit something you're working on now or before the end of the month. But the bigger message here is Spirit channeling through you directly, showing you signs that you cannot miss, even if you want to miss them. As to what it is time to let go of, okay? But look at what you're moving toward here. You hear those messages, you have confidence, you let go of all that doesn't serve you now, you're getting your own messages, you're channeling them, you're being creative. This also speaks to law of attraction, to manifestation, to vision boards, okay? And different variations of that. Doesn't have to be a true vision board. Some people write down in journals and it's a manifestation journal. I almost feel like that would be better for you. And you would see what you're trying to manifest come full circle a little bit more quickly, okay? But moving past that, you get these messages in perfect timing. You're being drawn to someone or something fated, all clarified here by wedding. There's commitment finally. There is the breakthrough finally with commitment. This speaks to contracts. This speaks to some contracts that you're letting go of too in perfect timing so that you can clean the slate or clear the slate for someone or something that is about to arrive, okay? But this is where you wind up. Spirit just said you're getting everything that you ask for. You're getting everything that you ask for. So go back into those notes. Go back into what it is you've been trying to manifest and make sure you're very much in alignment with that still. If you have to tweak some things, do it, okay? This is where you wind up in perfect timing. Someone or something fated is pulling you in. They're pulling you to them. They catch your eye. You're not trying to make this happen anymore. This may catch you so by surprise. If you don't already know what I'm speaking about, this may catch you by surprise in the most beautiful way, crowning your whole reading, shower of abundance. Capricorn, what is going on here? This is one of the best readings that we've had in a long time, okay? Bottom of the deck, energy work. If you feel like you're not in alignment with this, just get some energy cleansing done. Simple energy work, sea salt baths, get one energy healing session done with somebody that you trust. If you know how to do that for yourself, do that for yourself so that you have a clean slate for all of this and a clear slate. Spirit saying make space. So if you don't feel like you have space for this yet, it's time to make space. How do you make space? There's something to let go of. You're not going to be able to have your foot in both worlds though, okay? It is time to have the courage to move forward, but oh my God, this is so beautiful. I know for some of you this pertains to romantic, okay? To romantic partners, finally getting that romantic commitment that you seek. So let's take a look at love now, Capricorn. This energy, like even flowing through me is so, it's like, it's magnetic. It's like, I'm so warm right now, but in like such a comforting, beautiful way. There is so much energy surrounding you. For those of you who are consciously manifesting, also consciously creating, you wind up with something big that makes you a lot of money. It's a huge breakthrough. Keep going. Keep consciously creating. If you're not, use this energy to create that breakthrough that you need, okay? So Capricorn in love. Capricorn in love, March 2020. Capricorn in love. Spirit just said a romantic gesture. A romantic gesture. It may be the sign that you've been waiting for, that you've been looking for. A romantic gesture. That is who it feels like catches your eye at this time. Let's get a little bit more clarity. Capricorn in love, March 2020. Capricorn in love. Ooh, that almost flew off of my desk. This almost flew off of my desk. Who is calling you in? your soulmate. This could be somebody you already know. This may be somebody brand new that is going to catch you by surprise, but this is going to be a hell of a beautiful surprise. This is different. This is different. And this feels like you have consciously shifted this energy. You are no longer, Spirit said you're no longer trying to get other people's attention. You're no longer putting too much energy into a breakthrough. Now you're like, I know what I'm deserving of. It comes to me in divine timing, because you have had this process of release and surrender, because you do trust in the universe more now. It comes in so much easier. Love comes in, breakthrough comes in, healing comes in, but also peace. I think for some of you, mentally, you haven't been at peace. Even if it's happy thoughts, but it's like a hyper happy. It's the mind that doesn't rest. You have peace. By the end of March, I feel you at peace. Probably not the first half of March, okay? But you get that peace. Center the reading. Someone in alignment with your religious and spiritual beliefs. Someone very much in alignment with your spiritual journey here. It's another soulmate, okay? That's another soulmate, another soulmate card. Now, this could be somebody that you have to let go of first before the soulmate's going to come in. But I do feel like if you've been separated, somebody's making a romantic gesture to get you back. Someone's making, Spirit said they're going to call you. They're going to call you, but there's a romantic gesture. Like sending you flowers and then you get that phone call. It's not going to be as simple as a text message. I'm seeing something bigger, not too big, but something romantic, or it's something said in that phone call that is so endearing to you, that is so honest, that is so vulnerable, but it draws you in. Now, I will say, be careful of being pulled back in until we're past the 10th of March, okay? Because Mercury retrograde naturally calls exes and old relationships and people back into our lives. Usually that is a window into whatever it is that we still need to heal, some piece of the puzzle in regards to the lesson that we still need to learn. And then once Mercury goes direct, we go our separate ways, okay? Those people don't necessarily stick around too long. Some partners do. Some partners where that love is intact, where that soulmate connection is intact, Mercury retrograde can be a true blessing and call you back to each other, and there will be longevity for some of you. But take your time with that, because if this person is supposed to stick around, even if they do show up during the retrograde, you're not going to want to commit to anybody. You're not going to even verbally commit to anything prior to, say, the 15th, okay? Because you want to factor in the shadow period. Honestly, your best bet is to wait until the end of the month. But I'm seeing somebody making a phone call. I don't see this as you, but for some of you it could be. Are you making the romantic gesture? Are you making the phone call? Are you trying to rekindle after a separation? See, the separation card doesn't come through as heavy to me anymore. This has come through heavy in the past. This doesn't come through heavy anymore. This is like someone who was once experiencing like dark night of the soul energy, even if it was sporadic, even if it wasn't a consistent like weeks or months long, but you'd have those days and those dips in energy. It's like somebody said, I got out of bed, I'm pulling the curtain back, and I'm living my best life, and it is what it is. In terms of love, that is not how you align with higher vibing love. That is how you've now chosen to shift this energy to align everything in your life to something much more positive. Okay. This is clarified by express your love. This is the romantic gesture. I think for some of you, it's going to be in words. I was getting writing so hardcore in the first spread. It could be somebody writing something for you, leaving you a little note. But I'm not really seeing a text message. I don't think that that's going to be romantic enough. This comes through as more of like verbal though. So if they're not speaking it to you directly, they've written it down in a beautiful way, in a romantic way. This could be you, Capricorn. So if you are thinking of doing something beautiful and romantic for someone you love, absolutely do it. It will be received beautifully. But what I'm loving about all of this so much so far, this doesn't feel heavy. Again, Spirit's like, no more of that. No more of that energy. Capricorn's saying, nope, I'm shifting my life and I'm shifting this energy because I know what I'm deserving of now. I see somebody, it's almost like by choosing not to wait anymore, by choosing not to stay stuck anymore, you move forward so rapidly. So some people may come back rapidly, but look, new love, this sits at the center, okay? Clarifying religious factors and the spiritual journey as new love. Somebody is pulling you into them this month. They're drawing you in. Now, that romantic gesture could be somebody physically wrapping their arms around you and pulling you close and drawing you in. But for so many of you, this has to do, Spirit just said, an intellectual pursuit, which is something you know that you love, Capricorn. Someone who can match you there, match your intellect, okay? So beautiful conversations. But it's also energy. It's somebody's energy pulling you in. This could be you too. If you've been doing some energy healing and some energy work, you could be drawing new love in. But the main message is somebody else is doing the work. Somebody else is pulling you into them, possibly pulling you back. But it's not a back in terms of like taking steps backwards or lack of progress. It's really like pulling you forward to them so that you get another shot here. But I'm thinking new love. I don't know. New love for Capricorn is going to trump old at this time. It just feels like, again, to get out of the separation mode, to get out of the dark night of the soul, to shift the energy, it's got to be new. It's got to be fresh. It's got to be a breath of fresh air. It's got to be that sunshine, not just peeking through the window, but you stepping outside into that sunshine now, like getting out of bed, being done with whatever this experience is. So if it is somebody returning, they have to show up with new energy. It has to be a brand new experience, or they will lose your interest instantaneously. Like it'll just be done. It'll be squashed, and it is what it is. You will move on, because that's how dead set I feel Capricorn is in regards to this momentum forward, in regards to the new life, in regards to the new energy. So we have separation clarified. Love yourself first. It's self-love. It's self-love that pulled you up and out. No one saved you. No one came to your rescue. You decided that you're putting yourself first. Your happiness is the priority now. Nurturing yourself, taking care of you, that's the priority now. And now you are being rewarded. Now you are being rewarded. But it's effortless. If you feel like you are still trying too hard to make something happen, whether it's love, career, health, anything across the board now, you do need to do a little bit of energy cleansing, but I'm telling you, it's very simple. Start with the sea salt bath, okay? You're just going to move some old energy out of the way. Spirit's saying like exfoliation, right? Like a spiritual exfoliation. You're going to clear those dead skin cells away, as disgusting as it is to say in a video. And you're going to have this healthy, glowing skin underneath. But that's what's going to happen for you spiritually. And then you're going to have space for all the blessings to show up. Crowning the reading, unrequited love. You are done with love that isn't mutual. You are done with putting in effort if it's not being given to you in the same way. That love, that time, that energy, if it's one-sided, Capricorn's over it at this time. There is no unrequited love. It's about soulmate energy. It's about new love. It's about, again, this brand new life. Bottom of the deck, we have another soulmate card, okay? I think for so many of you, this is a soulmate partner in love. But this definitely overlaps with career. This definitely overlaps. Again, Spirit saying something about the home again. For those of you in committed relationships here, to keep the attraction alive in a relationship, if you feel like that flame is dimmed down a little bit, you got to come back to the romantic gestures. Go back to how you were in like that honeymoon stage. It's not about pretending to be in a honeymoon stage, but it's about investing that kind of time and energy and effort, really falling in love all over again. I see Capricorn having the ability to fall in love with somebody all over again, really vamping something up here, but doing it consciously. So for those of you in committed relationships already who really want to vamp up an existing relationship, you may be the one extending that romantic gesture. It will be received beautifully. Someone may really need that. Someone feels like, for those of you in committed relationships, someone feels like they may not be attractive enough for you or something. And it's funny because from Capricorn's energy, it's like it could not be further from the truth, but it feels like someone may be having some like self-confidence issues, wondering if you are attracted, is it mutual? So if you're picking up that energy or you know that to be true, you should be the one to extend not only the romantic gesture, but that love, and let whoever this is know that they are still beautiful. Because from where I'm sitting in your energy, it feels like that's what you're feeling. Like, of course, I'm still in love with you. You're still beautiful. You're still valuable. Make sure your partner knows that, okay? Don't just assume that they already know. Okay, Capricorn, if you feel like you need more clarity, reach out. I'm available for private readings, for energy healing work. You know I specialize. So again, if you're feeling some blockages here, if you feel like things aren't so effortless, reach out to me early in the month. We'll clear this energy and you'll be good to go. But for those of you who do this work for yourself, just make sure you're doing a little energy work. It's a golden month, okay? I'll be back mid-month for your mid-month love reading. But in the meantime, Capricorn, sending you so much love, light, gratitude. I'll see you back here soon. Ciao.